Hello, Mosaic Souls. I'm Indigo Ray, artist and Mosaic Soul mentor, and welcome to Soul Nugget Sundays. Welcome to Soul Nugget Sundays. So today I wanted to talk about a few ways to know whether or not you are a perfectionist and how you can remedy it. Now, this topic comes from personal experience, as most of my topics do, in the sense that being a perfectionist can help you, and oftentimes it actually hinders you, because perfectionism is sometimes can be a form of self-sabotage. And I know this because I have been a perfectionist pretty much my entire life, but it's come in hand where it's actually helped me get really better at doing things that I love, and then it's also been in the way that I've self-sabotaged myself with it. So with the whole perfectionism, a couple of ways, or a few ways that I've noticed that you're a perfectionist is, one, you might have this huge idea or great idea or project or business idea in mind, and you literally wait until all the right pieces are in place before you move and take action. That's a sign that that's perfectionism working. And in this case, it's working against you because it's self-sabotage. There's nothing in the world that is quote-unquote perfect, and then another way of looking at it is that everything is perfect. The perfect time to start your idea, your business, your project, to create that masterpiece, to go on that trip is always now. It's always taking this one step now, the mini leap now. And procrastination is a form of perfectionism and also a form of self-sabotage. Another way that I've seen perfectionism kind of act in a way of self-sabotage and just not being in alignment with your soul is not really listening to your intuition. So how does this work? A lot of times our egos have this idea of how the world should work, right? So it says this needs to happen, or this should be this way before this can happen, right? And our souls don't really work in that language. You know what I mean? Like the universe doesn't work in this idea that it has to fit through this one sliver or this way in order for it to manifest. And so, say you have a vision or an idea, or, say you're just trying to manifest more money or manifest more happiness, love and abundance, or just be more at peace and alignment. A lot of times our egos take over and we stop listening to our souls, which is what I call intuition, our intuitive abilities. And so perfectionism comes in that way, where there's a lot of shoulds and the shouldn'ts attached to an idea or a form of manifestation that actually prevents the blessing from coming to us. The universe is so wide, it's so expansive and intelligent, and the thing that we call God is all a part of us. But you have to understand that we're human, and so our brains can understand a lot, but it doesn't see the entire picture. We only see a small sliver. Within each human being is its own world, and we all have our own little bubble worlds, but we don't see the massive energetic field that is always constantly going on around us. And so the way that you can remedy this form of perfectionism is to have trust, and trust in the divine. And so when you have a request from your heart, or you have a request to manifest something or to do something, trust that that desire and that intention, that when you drop it into the sea of the massive universe and the divinity that we all are connected to, that it's going to happen in the way that it should happen. So you don't have to force it and try, not to say that you don't have to take action. Maybe most times you want to take it from inspired action, where your soul is just giddy about something, or you just have clarity on what direction you need to move in. But a lot of times, I'm bringing this up because our egos have this whole other idea, and so I've experienced this myself, where my ego will come up and it's like, this needs to happen, this needs to be in place, da 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 da. And the funny thing is, the divine will bring it to you, but in different ways. You know what I mean? So, say, for instance, this has happened to me in the past where I was planning a large event and the event went wonderful, right? But what happened was I would say that all these things, this list of things that I had created, needed to happen in order for the event to be a success. And the funny thing is, say I wanted to raise a certain amount of money in order for it to happen, those things would come in my circle and in my sphere, not even including the money. Things would just manifest, not, it would come to me without the dollar sign. So the things that I needed would come to me without the actual dollar value, you know what I mean? So, and at that time, I didn't see it. My ego was like, oh, well, it didn't come to me this way. So, this isn't the way I want it. Oh, woe is me, you know what I mean? So that's another step of perfectionism, letting your ego get involved of the shouldn'ts, getting caught in the shouldn'ts of the ego and not listening to your soul and intuition and trusting the divine. The last way that I see perfectionism getting in the way of really you being connected with your true essence and your true divinity is when you aren't in a flow of gratitude, when you see everything that's wrong, when you see the glass is half empty instead of half full. That's perfectionism, where your ideals of how your life should be or how a certain situation should be, and the reality doesn't match up to that. And so you become in this state of negativity where you aren't appreciative or in a state of gratitude for what you do have or for the way life is, and you're not seeing the many miracles of your now moment. You're not in alignment with the abundance that's constantly flowing in your life. You're not aware of the abundance that's constantly flowing in your life. Now, if you live in a country where it's not third world, that's huge leaps and bounds of where, over 90% of the world is, you know what I mean? So if you don't live in a third world country, and even if you did, where if you had your basic needs met, that's so much to be grateful for. And so a lot of times as Westerners, this is for all my Westerners who are watching this, we get caught up in this idea of how things should be, and we totally miss the blessings that are constantly happening in our lives every day. And as I spoke about in a previous video, my mantra for 2015 is miracles, magic, and ease. And as I started to step into that, literally miracles, magic, and ease has become my daily experience. I'm out here in nature, this beautiful nature next to this gorgeous tree. What a blessing that is, you know what I mean? That the sun can be shining and that I can enjoy Mother Nature, that we're all, Mother Earth, that we're all connected to. That's gratitude. And so those are the three ways that I see that perfectionism can prevent you from being connected to your true divine essence. And so I just want to encourage you to look at that in your own life. Look at where perfectionism is stopping you from being in alignment with your soul, from being in alignment with your heart space and your heart center. So if you love this video, or if you like this video and you found value from it, please give it a thumbs up and like and comment and subscribe below. I so appreciate you for taking this time to watch this video, and I hope to see you next time. By the way, I have a free challenge, free 7-day brand and graphic design challenge, also with a spiritual hint at it, as you know, that's how I roll. It's called Creatively Fearless. You can go and check it out at creativelyfearless.com. I'll put the link in the description below, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Bye. Hello, Mosaic Souls, and welcome to Hello, Mosaic Souls. I'm Indigo Ray, artist and Mosaic Soul mentor, and welcome to Soul Nugget Sundays.